Welcome, guys, to another review for Aew Dynamite, Wednesday Night Dynamite, December 9th, 2020, and you're probably here for Kenny Omega. Now, he was like, I think he was there before the main event, right? And so he makes his entrance. He comes out in a helicopter, as you're gonna see in the thumbnail, and he makes it with obviously Don Callis. And so basically, he's like, he's been in the business since 1983. He's never been more discussed, this and that. And basically, they've been saying what they essentially said on Impact, which was that they've been planning this for a year, over a year, this and that, and now it's time to take over, this and that. Essentially, that's what it was. And then he said he's got more surprises, but us, the fans, we don't deserve it, that we can't handle it. So, and then he's like, do the thing again. It was goodbye, good night, goodbye, and bang, whatever. So he did the bang. So the cleaner, yes, the cleaner's back. So it'll be interesting to see, and nothing really happened, like no one distracted or anything. So, good stuff for Kenny Omega. I'm excited for him. He's doing great stuff, honestly. So then we got Sting. You're probably here for Sting. So Cody, he makes his entrance, and then Tony Schiavone interviews Cody and asks him to reaction to Sting. Then Sting comes out, and Arn gets close, and he's like, you know what, you guys, you do this. Tony said the same, but then Sting demands a hug from Tony Schiavone, and then he's like, just do the thing one more time. Say, it's Sting! And so he does it. And then Sting basically dissed Cody. He's like, I'm not here for you. And Darby Allin's in the crowd, and it was essentially that he was pretty much here for Cody, so, for Darby. So it looks like Sting is going to be doing his thing with Darby, and Cody's is going to feud with Shaq, I guess. And so essentially Sting didn't say anything, but he was like, he was dissing Cody. It was funny. But then whatchamacallit, I'm trying to see. And then there was the Shaq segment. So with Shaq, let's see if I could pull this up real quickly, cause Jesus Christ, man, shit is fucking awful. So this okay, so he's interviewed with Tony Schiavone. Damn, Tony Schiavone's a busy man, and he didn't want Jade Cargill to attack Brandy, and then basically Shaq was like, Brandy says she hopes that they could stop all this and nobody needs to get hurt. Shaq agrees and talks about how he enjoyed seeing them do a match. Their business concluded. And then as Brandy leaves, Shaq tells her to watch Jade for pointers while she's healing. And so she drew Brandy through the water at Shaq, which created a meme. It was pretty funny. So he created a funny meme, and that was that. After the Cody segment, Team Taz are backstage, and Taz cut a promo on Cody and Darby and Sting, saying that Taz's son Hook is now here. So he now has Hook with him. So essentially, those were the three things you gave a shit about, that you mainly are here for, probably. And now the show started off with Angelico and Jack Evans, TH2 versus Young Bucks. Match was fucking great. The Young Bucks, let's see if I could pull this shit up. It was just absolutely phenomenal stuff. Holy shit. It was just great. Essentially, like, I think it was one of the Young Bucks. They threw one of the TH2 onto the Acclaimed. So that was some good stuff. And the Young Bucks did a nice pile driver on the outside, and that was pretty insane. And then you had the Acclaim, and the Acclaim. They're looking to attack, but SCU helps, so that's good. MJF cuts a promo. He's angry about his lack of dynamite. He's angry about his lack of the Dynamite ring and talking about how he's gonna beat OC tonight, Orange Cassidy. and hurt him. There's a Darby promo where a vignette where he's with a therapist and they're doing the ink plots, and then there's one with Sting, and then they that's a what's it called, cliffhanger. So that was that. Everyone was like, oh shit, what the fuck. Then you had the Sting stuff, FTR versus Varsity Blondes. So with the Young Bucks match, that was to put over TH2, no question about it. I guess this one was also to put over Varsity Blondes, Brian Pillman Jr. and Griff Garrison. Obviously, FTR wins. Hangman Page is backstage drinking, and he needs a tag team partner against Private Party and Matt Hardy next week. And then what's their fucking Silver and Reynolds? They're back the bar. And they're like, yo, you need a partner, we're here. And I don't know, it was whatever. That was that. But that was the Dark Order. Then the Dark Order made their entrance, 10 versus Dustin Rhodes. And it was a quick match, but Aaron Solo, Bailey's husband, eats a pump kick from 10. And so I guess that's that. This is pretty much dark stuff, but Dustin gets a running bulldog and pins 10. And then 10... The Dark Order tries to recruit Dustin Rhodes by saying you could be number 7 from his gimmick from WCW days, and he rejects it. So that's pretty much that. The Nightmare Family, they holy shit, they recruited Lee Johnson. So that's that. You had the Shaq interview. The Inner Circle without Santana, they make the entrance. Chris Jericho does funnies like, you guys are fighting. Santana's not even fucking here. He didn't even show up to work, and it was. And then Santana Ortiz is like, look, I didn't like these people. I didn't like MJF, this and that, but this is Chris Jericho, and so we got to do a shake his hand, Sammy. And so they ended up shaking hands, MJF and Sammy, but Sammy's like, yo, one more time, and that's it. It's over. It's a wrap. And then And then Jake Hager's like, yo, I gotta say something. Wardlow keeps fucking staring at me. Why is he staring at me? And he's like, nah, I could stop staring at you and shit like that. So then that was that, and then they're like, all right, 3, 2, 1, Inner Circle, and then they did a middle finger, and they were like, bring it in and then they did the middle finger. So that was pretty good stuff. The Inner Circle are forever, and MJF and then they hugged and shit. But MJF was like, I'm gonna beat Orange Cassidy tonight, and Jericho was like, nah, stop, bro, you ruined it. FTR interviewed, and Cass Wheeler takes full responsibility for losing control of their emotions and losing the tag titles. Tully Blanchard won't let him take the blame, pointing out that he wasn't there and the team was incomplete. He wasn't there. Butcher and the Blade versus Lance Archer and Pentagon Phoenix. Now, I don't know where the fuck happened to Pac, and it looks like Lance Archer's a face, like I said. So, we'll see. So, Lance Archer comes running in, beating up them. And, essentially, Phoenix is crazy. And Butcher and the Blade and Eddie Kingston, they beat Phoenix, oh my god. Butcher, Blade, and Eddie Kingston beat Lance Archer, but Lance Archer didn't take the pin. It was Phoenix, and essentially, then there was a brawl afterwards. Lance Archer attacks and leaves Williams out with a lariat. Oh, he takes out the Blade, and then the Butcher and shit like that. Then there's a Nyla Rose and Jade Cargill segment. They're beating up Red Velvet while Vickie Guerrero looks on, and then Elise and Diamante comes. Then Abaddon versus Tesha Price. That was that. Abaddon would, obviously. And then Abaddon continues beating Tesha. Then Hikaru comes. She beats Abaddon with a candlestick. And then Abaddon does like the Undertaker. And she, And then that was that. Then there was the Kenny Omega segment. The Inner Circle, they're interviewed backstage. And Chris Jericho talks about their newfound solidarity and shit like that. So. Then there was MJF versus OC, Orange Cassidy. And essentially what happened here was Miro came, attacked Orange Cassidy, so it protected Orange Cassidy, and then MJF is still the diamond ring holder. So this was to protect him, and then obviously it makes sense to have MJF, a heel, to have it. So he's still number 2, 2 years in a row with the ring. And then Miro's attacking everyone backstage, and that's on the stage. And that's pretty much how it ends. If you were complaining about Miro not being a monster, now you can't complain about that anymore. So I hope you guys enjoyed what we saw in this video. Please leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, turn that notification bell on, and I'll see you guys for the next video. Thank you.